Good morning, I'm Dan from Total Fishing Tackle, and today I've got my hands on one of the latest additions to the exclusive range to us, and that's the Nash Scope Cork handle TT rods. And as you can see, it's been a successful morning. I decided to fish an overnighter last night. Rather than just sit down behind the rods and talk through them, I thought I'd give them, you know, a true review. Used them last night, and I've caught myself quite a cracking fish this morning. So let me get this one slipped back, and then I'll sit down and I'll talk you through some of the specifications on the Cork handled Scope TTs. The scope shouldn't really need any sort of introduction, but just in case you're not already aware, a scope is a two-piece rod where the butt section is telescopic. So you've got a one-piece fixed tip section, and then the butt section is telescopic with the adjustment just above the reel seat there. And these ones are that little bit more special. They're designed and built exclusively for Total Fishing Tackle. They've got 50mm ringing, which the standard scopes don't come with as normal. There's an exclusive TFT butt cap on the bottom, which is laser etched with the Nash logo in blue to suit our branding colour. There's a black on black design, meaning the subtle gloss black logo sits on top of the matte black blank, which looks really nice. It's very understated. There's a carbon line clip on the side of the blank. Very small amount of satin blue whipping around the butt section there. Again, very subtle and understated, but it does catch your eye once you're looking. And like I said, they've got a 50mm ringing pattern that runs right through to an anti-frap tip ring. And I think that's quite important when fishing at range with the scopes, because I'm fishing out over 100 yards here in this situation. I have got big tip reels on. And I think when you've got a big tip reel with a large diameter spool, it definitely minimises the amount of frap ups or potential crack offs that you're going to get when you've got a larger size butt ring, because the coils of line are coming off the spool really fast in large diameter coils, and then if you've got 40mm rigging pattern, they've got to jump down to a smaller coil in a very short space of time. So by having a larger butt ring, you're minimising the amount of possibilities of frap ups that are happening on the cast. As always, they're available in a range of different lengths and test curves. The one in my hand is a 9-foot 3¼ pound model, and that's a fantastic light, good all-rounder. You know, it's got a fantastic playing action to it, but the ones I've chose to fish with last night are the 10-foot 3½ pound stepped up model, and that's because it was quite a bit of a crosswind on yesterday. I needed to be reaching an area that was out over 100 yards out into the pond, and I needed to use quite heavy leads to get the rigs out there accurately. So I went for the 3½ stepped up, and they've performed fantastically. Now, I was a little bit concerned that quite a short rod with a relatively stiff test curve was going to make it a little bit awkward when you got fish close in. I was worried about hook pulls and so on, but as hopefully you'll be able to see from the footage, they've got a fantastic action to them, and I had no problems at all once the fish got close in. You know, I managed to get 2 fish in the net. So I think quite a few people are under the impression that these are only really suited to urban style fishing, you know, rivers and streams, small park lakes, catching doubles and low 20s, but that couldn't be further from the truth. They're absolutely perfect for the style of fishing that I do, and that is a 13-acre gravel pit where I'm casting 4-ounce zip leads, well in excess of 100 yards out into the middle of the pond, fishing over beds of bait. I do loads of spodding, I do loads of zig fishing, and I fish conventionally like most of us do in the UK, so they're perfectly suited for me. Yes, they do the urban style adventures very well, because you can hop on and off of public transport very, very easily, a lot easier than what you can with a conventional 12-foot rod, but they also cope with all manner of fishing situations extremely well. So if you're interested in something a little bit different, take a look at the TT scopes. Like I said, they're a custom build to us, available with the 50mm ring-in, the Cork handle, the subtle blue whipping, and a black on black logo design. Get out there, get your hands on a set and give them a go. Well, how about that for a bit of a result? A 35-pound common. Just as I was packing up, I was literally just packing away the remainder of my tackle, and I'd already spawned out the rest of my bait with the intention on coming back in 2 nights' time. But this hungry fella decided that it wasn't quite time for me to go yet, and he's finished off my night's fishing in style. So if you're interested in getting yourself a set of the scopes, they're available in 9 and 10 foot, 3¼ and 3½ pound stepped up. Please do take a look at the Total Fishing Tackle website. There's brilliant deals at the moment. Thanks for watching.